Hello folks, Jason Chrisman, Grazing Acres Farm. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about how I'm keeping track of all the cows and the calves, who belongs to who, and all that good stuff. You know, back in the spring of this year I knew I was going to have some notes, but I didn't realize how many notes I was going to have. How many different things there is to take notes on. With that being said, from there I started to look online for different applications and things of that sort that would help in a cow-calf operation. And you know, I did find there is quite a few out there. The problem is a lot of them are trial basis, and after a certain period of time they want you to pay for the application. And I'm just not looking at throwing any money at an application right this moment. So that wasn't really my avenue. From there, I kept doing a little bit of research, and now I'm starting to wonder who the heck's behind me. Got Mr. Big Bull back here, so you got rule number 2. Always know where he is. He's right here. So I keep a close eye on him. When I hear the ground starting to squish a little closer, I think I'll move. But anyway, started to do a little research, and I found an application online that's called Google Keep. And it's not necessarily for cow-calf operation. It could be used for a wide variety of different things. But in my case, it worked out very well. And here in a few minutes, I want to give you an idea of what this would look like. But first, I want to discuss some of the things that I keep track of on Google Notes. One of the first things I do once a calf is born, within the first 2 days, I try to get its ear tagged. Because on day 3, it gets pretty good on its feet, and the task becomes a lot harder. If I do it in the first couple days, it's usually hiding in a bush or a shrub somewhere. Ain't nothing to walk over, put a knee down on it, and get him tagged or her tagged. Usually mom comes right strutting over to see what I'm doing, and I take a picture of the mama and the baby. And this goes into my notes. And what this does, it gives me a visual of what they both look like in case they would lose their tag, or, you know, there's many varieties of reasons why you would need to know what she looks like. The other thing I document on this is the date that she calved, how good of a mom she is, does she leave the baby behind? If I know who the sire is, I document that as well. He's still there, he ain't moved. He looks hungry. He sees short little low-lying girlfriend next to him. And then the other one that lost her tag. That one is 5267. I still know her number. She actually lost her baby. Scours. But anyhow, so what I would like to do, move inside to my computer and through the magic of editing, show you what this looks like. If you have any questions or comments at the end of the video, please go down below and leave those. I welcome to hear what you use to keep track of your notes. She scared me a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. You know, one of the things I like about this Google Keep is after I get everything wrote down, is I'm able to print it out. So I have a hard copy in case something would happen and I'd lose my access to the online application. So it's good to have a backup, and I realize that. And I also have a lot of handwritten notes on my cow-calf operation in case that would go sour or I lose my paperwork. So let's move inside, let's check this out. Okay, as you can see up here in the left hand corner, we're in Google Keep, and it's a pretty simple app to use. If you look here, you can see I've got what looks like a card for each one of the cows and the calves. And with it, I've got my information right on each one. We can change the view here. We get a bigger view of each one. And you can see on the 2nd of December, just a couple weeks ago, we had a little bull calf. And that came from 5640, and I had to assist. Using the information I know about the sire, it was a Hereford. The mother's Angus, so to have the white head, there's got to be a Hereford involved. Here's where I scale her mothering abilities and her calf awareness. And you can also see I've got the tag number listed. And with it being blue like that, it turns it into an actual Google tag over here on the left hand side. And what that makes it so I can do is I can come into my notes up here and I can type in number 816 and it's going to pull him right up. So anyway, if we scroll down through here, see if I can find something a little different from one to the other to show you some of the other things that you can do. I know down here you can change the colors. Like you see the blue and the yellow. The blue belongs to the guy that I manage for. Anyone that's yellow is my personal cattle. So Daisy, my big black cow, she had her bull calf July 26th, and he will get an orange tag with his date on it just because he's a bull calf and he will be processed out. So for that reason, I don't personally give my cattle actual numbers. They get an orange tag if they're a steer or a bull and a date put on it. You can see Daisy's mothering abilities and calf awareness. Now here's a pretty neat little feature about this. On the Google Keep app on your phone, you're able to take audio notes. So I can be out in the pasture and leave little recordings until I get in the house. So for instance, here is one of them.
Make a note, number 17's baby is a bull calf and its tag number is 805.
So that's pretty handy. After we get through all the calves, and I've got all of these tagged or pinned to the top. As you do each, make a note on each one, it gives you the option with the thumbtack to pin it. And when you pin it, it comes to the top of your list. And it just so happens to be that it kind of goes off of the date and they fall in order. So if I come down here to the bottom of my pin list, which here's some more of my cows and calves. There's good old Miley. Now we've dropped down into a section labeled Other, and you can see I've got my herd information, and I've got information about the calves that we've lost, and I've taken and put them a different color of blue than the blue above. You can make little drawings and sketches. Like here I was taking a pasture and breaking it down into semi-permanent sections. That'll make it easier to set up paddocks in the summertime. And some more of the calves we lost due to scours and other difficulties. And then here's a list of all the new calves and who's died and whatnot. So you can see there's a large variety of different information that you can store here on Google Keep. And I'd like to show you a little bit about how simple it is to work. We'll come up here and put calf number 1, 2, 3, 4, had bull calf, and then we'll go down here and we'll put the date, calf tag number, and when you do a new number that it doesn't have registered already, it creates a tag. See how it turned it blue? So, but anyway, that's how simple it is. Then you can come down, you've got all of these options. I can actually, if the other guy that's partnered in this operation wanted to have this list on his phone, he could actually install the Google Keep and I could share all this information. Here's where you change your colors. Here's where you add an image. Like you can see, I do the pictures, and the pictures are very handy. Like I say, you can see it shows the mom's all black, shows what he looks like. So very handy to have the pictures. You can archive, all kinds of different options. But anyway, and here's where you would pin it to the top. I don't want to pin it to the top. 816 has yet to be born, so I'm going to erase this. But that's just a little rundown on how this would work, folks. Pretty neat how it works, and it's completely free. So what'd you think? Have you ever heard of this Google Keep? Will you consider using it? Do you see anything that I should be adding to my notes on each cow or heifer? If so, I'd love to hear your suggestion down below. It'll help us out in the long run, and I would be greatly appreciative. So if you like the video, throw me a thumbs up. That'll help boost it in the YouTube search rank and make it easier for other grazers to find. If you haven't taken time to subscribe, please do so, and make sure you click the little bell so that you get notified when I release new videos. I'd like to take a real quick second here and apologize for my last video. I just did a live video a couple days ago. It's my first ever live video, and the video quality is not really up to my par. And the reason for that is my front-facing camera on my phone, I usually keep electrical tape over, just because of all the spy crap there is out there today, and I don't really want everybody to see what I'm doing. Not that I'm doing anything wrong, I just don't need anybody spying on me. So I usually keep electrical tape over my front camera. I came up the other morning, fed the cattle, thought I'd do a video, pulled the electrical tape off, and still had a bunch of sticky crap over the camera lens. Didn't realize that when I was recording. Shortly found out afterwards once I hit publish, and it is what it is. But in the future, when I do live videos, I'll be sure to have a clean camera. Thanks, folks. We'll see you next week.